great pleasure today to be hosting Don Taylor. For those of you not familiar, and that's almost a shocker for me if you're not familiar with Don Taylor, but major figure of the learning and development industry, chair of the Learning Technologies Conference and Exhibition. More importantly, I would say, Donald, hopefully you'll allow me the expression, the godfather of the Global Sentiment Survey.
Unlike every other change I've seen in nearly 40 years in our field, I think that we're moving into an era where what we did in the past doesn't help us. It doesn't help us in two ways. Firstly, it doesn't give us a guide to the future. And secondly, we can't retreat to it. We can't go back to doing what we did in the past because that will be undermined by the technology we're seeing at the moment. In 2023, you couldn't move for AI. I don't know if you remember what it was like, but every month, every week, sometimes every day, something new would come out that was absolutely astounding. And wherever I went in the world, and I do a lot of traveling and talking, wherever I went, people used that word overwhelm to describe what was going on. In 2025, we shifted to over half the people we surveyed actually using AI actively from being sort of observers previously. They were using it, they were misusing it, and in some cases, people were abusing it, using it to do the wrong thing. What I've noticed coming into this year and looking at the results of the surveys, people look forward to the year, is that it's a bit like people have had a party, they've enjoyed it, and now they're waking up and thinking, actually, there's more to this than we thought. The vote for AI came down by 0.1% this year. It's not much, but in comparison with the extraordinary rise that it's gone through, that's a big change. And I'll show you the graph in a minute, but what it shows is that this roller coaster of hype for AI has plateaued. And I think what's happened is people are still interested, but they are starting now to think of other things that you can do with it as well and turn away from it as being all-consuming. So the hype is still there. It's still a very high number, but it's not accelerating. There are two reasons people give for that. One is people are saying, I need to show value because if I don't, my job is at risk. And I think that's a real fear. The other one is we can show value now because things are integrated. We have the metrics and we can now show it. AI enables us to show value. How can our challenges and the actions we've taken be the same? And the answer is that people are recognizing the challenges and taking action to meet them. The action I've taken this year is moving from delivering training to actually improving learning outcomes. So this is somebody on a journey to changing what they're doing, which I think is for me, gives me great hope for the future that individuals are out there understanding what's going on. We can take action, we can experiment, we can find things, we can double down when things work, retreat if it doesn't work, and try something else. We should definitely do all those things. But it's also the case that we need to think about how we can share that with other people. If everyone's doing the same experiments, we run the risk of running out of energy. But if we, and repeating the same errors, if we share what we're doing, we can work much better to understand other people's issues and build on the errors they've made, and they can build on our errors to try something different. The old rules don't apply anymore. We don't have a map, but we do have a direction. Our direction is we need to improve individual performance to support organisational outcomes. If we can stick to that and support each other, then I think we're on our way to finding a map for the new world and doing a good job in it.